683 Show.
Welcome everyone to this week on the 6873 Show. You might notice a little bit of difference because we are actually going to be going down memory lane a little bit because we are actually celebrating 1 year of us being on the air with the 6873 Show. Can you imagine it's been 1 year already?
1 year. It's so weird. And besides Ren's avatar looked a little more polished, this is actually the avatars we started the show in, the OG show.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think, hey, they're missing people, actually, if you go back and watch the first show ever, it was just us.
Mm-hmm.
And
was
I know I
just,
told this many. Go on.
Well, our very first show, it was, in fact, I remember I had the whole idea of starting more of a serious YouTube channel, but for VTubing, you know, the whole idea of being able to shoot a show in VR, but actually have, you know, a real, more of a sophisticated talk show, because I'd seen a lot of the VTubers doing, like, basically, you know, just throwing a camera out and doing stupid stuff, but how cool would it be to actually have a talk show? And I came up to you and say, hey, I got an idea. Do you want to sit in and help me host a, you know, a talk show in VR? And it's more like, hey, hold my beer. Let's do a talk show.
Yeah, I remember that very clearly. I was
And
scared
she made the
shitless.
mistake of saying yes.
And yet here we are today. I mean, the
Mhm.
first show, you would not notice. If you notice our tone a little bit, it might have been very bland once in a while. But, and we told this story so many times, but we had a little of a catastrophe with the first show. And we gave it all. We were ready. We were rocking it. And then the camera started moving on its own. And we were at the best part of the interview. It went so good. And all of a sudden, we're like, Ren. And he keeps on talking like, Ren. The camera, it's dancing around. And he's like, what? Yeah, his cat wanted to be in the show, I think. Or
leave her on the show.
Yeah.
She wanted to be the camera kitty.
Yeah. So, yes, it is true. Kitties want to be on keyboards. And we spent an hour and a half or something like that. Nothing got recorded. Nothing.
That show was literally Emmy winning material gone. And then when we had to do the reshoot for it, we were like, let's just get it over with.
Exactly. But after that, it started really good. It became better. And we had guests lined up, and we actually had another co-host.
Who was our first co-host for that show? Well, I think it was Rossi, because I remember you had
No, it was actually my boyfriend.
Oh, that's right.
Because apparently I was not enough. I was not enough. Because Ren was like all the time when he knew that I wanted to join the show, like, I can't wait for Ren to join. I can't wait for Ren to join. He was fanboying or girling like over him. But then, yes.
Okay, when you see him in his original avatar,
yes,
you'll see why.
You see why.
Come on, little bitty. Come on, little bean. Come on. That's a good little
I don't know
hollow.
whether to be scared or happy. I just don't know anymore. But it's been forever since I've worn this. It's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah.
Your first time on the show, you literally just laid on the couch and with the derpy eyes going,
yeah. Exactly.
That was a long time ago.
And I remember you shifted form.
Yeah. But that was actually where we got the term potatoes. We were in between shots. We were waiting for someone to join stage, and we're just sitting here like, whoo, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's just like, potatoes.
Yes. And it's stuck by ever since. Oh yeah, and I do still have my demon mode though. It did like the OG. This one still has it. Not as terrifying. You still have the scythe, but yeah, as you probably already know, I got an upgrade from this. So let's give her a rest for now. At least the demon mode.
Ion, I have a question. So when we asked you to, because I know you've had a lot of prior experience, being on other people's YouTube channels and stuff like that, and when we approached you to, hey, do you want to become like a standing host on this talk show, like a serious talk show? What was your first idea? It's like, why me?
Well,
I don't want to be on this boring show.
I'm sliding everywhere. Well, the first time y'all told me about it and asked me to come on to it, I was like, okay, cool. More time to spend with people and not just hiding in a corner. But honestly, I'm glad I came a part of this show because really it's been one hell of a journey.
It's been a long, very bumpy, very interesting journey.
The funny thing is that this show was kind of rough at the beginning. We can't deny it.
Yes. It was.
But we worked through a lot of stuff to where we are now. And even before you asked her to be on the show, me and her were together. I'm like, something's a little fishy here. I don't know what kind of way the show's gonna go, but I'm in for it.
Exactly. But yeah, but that you actually changed forms a lot through the show. Like one day you were that, all of a sudden Ren made an angel dragon for you. You became that, given that the eyes still goes into the skull.
Yet I actually don't have that anymore. It was actually taken down by VR chat.
Yeah.
But then that's when you kind of, I don't know if you could say kind of settle on your last form, because it seems like you're always kind of reinventing yourself, but from that point on, you're always kind of the Rexilium.
Yes.
Yeah.
I kind of stuck with it because that was like the...
I think some of it was my fault.
Yes. Somewhat. But the biggest reason why I kind of stuck with the Rexium is because it was the cheapest base model. It had a TOS that we could follow, even though I really didn't. But we aren't going into that. But it kind of just stayed with us. It's like that's what we are known for. Like Toki here, where she is the lovely Foxy, and I'm the crazy individual that wears with derp eyes all the time. And probably later on in the show, you'll see me be the first ever Ion that... This is the... What was it, 2.0?
No, 1.0.
Yeah, that's the... Oh, that's right. That's the 1.0 Rexium, which has not had any updates to it. I mean, none.
But it was still created by a person that means a lot to us. Because he created our first Rexiums.
Yes. And we also met up with them again at Virality.
Yeah. Yes.
That weird looking badge you see on his chest over there. Yeah, that's yeah.
That was a fun con.
It was fun. Kind of I'm not going to be judgmental, but the meetup areas were kind of small.
They were.
I noticed they were a little bit smaller than the last one. The last ones were well, I think about this. Well, actually, Legends, the
heroes and villains,
like where you go for where you go to like the panels and stuff. I think those areas were just a little bit bigger, but yeah, the actual meetup areas, they were definitely smaller
The hub?
than Legends.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the hub. Yeah, the first entry to. Yeah.
But no one can
So-
forget.
Hmm?
No one can forget whenever he crashed live on camera.
Yeah.
That has been the biggest thing that I've seen all over TikTok, YouTube. I just see that as like, oh no, he crashed. Windows 95 reboot.
Okay. Enough for virality, you already saw that in our previous show. Then we mixed things up. Rossi came along, and we wouldn't have
Well-
the show without him today.
The bad thing is when you said I'm, because we were looking for, a fourth chair.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, I know some of those." He had, he's from England and stuff like that. It's like, oh, we can have that sophisticated flair to the show because he can talk British.
I think he's
And then
getting
he can
angry
bring-
now. I think he's
no,
getting
he's
angry.
not. No, he's not. Come, Rossi.
Did you bring us any
Come
tea and
here,
crumpets?
handsome hunk.
Did you bring us any crisps?
I swear to God, honey, I love you, but shut the fuck up.
Hang on. Sorry, I just want to reiterate. Did you say someone sophisticated? But yet you
Why
asked
do
me.
you think I laughed? Exactly. Why do you think I laughed? Oh, Jesus.
Well, Rozzy, you can have this spot. You can have this spot because this is the introduction to the show chair at the moment. Take this
There we
minute.
go.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it
this is
started
so
with
real.
2 chairs, and it went 3 chairs, and we added 4 chairs. And
Exactly.
the original one was
exactly.
actually
Sooner or
just
later,
2
we're gonna have
couches.
5, and then we're gonna end up with
Yep.
5, 6, 7. We just don't know anymore.
Then we just have a big round table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have the
Yeah.
camera do a
Yeah.
spin. Roulette style.
Well,
What do you have
actually-
to say today?
And we'll call
Uh,
the place Camelot.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Camel.
Camelot.
One thing too is you might want to take a good look at the stage because within the next show or next couple of shows, this
Mhm.
stage will actually be going away, and we're gonna getting a whole new set.
Yes.
Yes.
It has been a little bit upgrades here and there, and you also know that within the same studio we have other stages. But just you wait and see, because new stuff is about to happen. We are gonna disclose a little bit about it when we end the show, but until then, it's still a little secret. So, Raji came along, everything went down the hill. In a good way.
So were
And
your
I have a way of
thoughts when I
dragging
asked
things
you,
down
"Hey,
the
you want to
gutter."
become a YouTuber with us?"
Yeah. And he was like,
Well,
sure,
it was
why
funny
not?
actually. Yeah, it was saying that it was funny. I remember you asking me it was pretty much when I first came onto VR chat.
Mhm.
That was God, how many?
Been a while.
Probably just
How
over
many
over
moons
a
ago?
year ago. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember you saying to me a long time ago back then that you were looking at starting up this, and you asked me if I wanted to be part of it. And as I say, at the time,
Mhm.
it was a case of.
What?
I'll pass at the moment. I'm still
So
I'm
I
still
was your
learning VR
second
chat.
choice?
Might not have been. I don't know. He might have asked you first. I don't know, but I know he did ask me a long time ago.
I feel
It's been so long ago, I can't remember.
We get it. With the gray hair. With the gray hair, we understand.
Yes.
I am a gray
But yeah.
wolf. What do you expect?
But
Yeah.
then later on, I got to know VR chat and all that lot,
Mhm.
and then you asked me again, and I went, "Do you know what? Fuck it, yeah." Oop.
Yeah,
then I
he
teleported
moved the seat. Yes. The wonders of the sitting. But yeah.
Yeah.
Which will
and,
be different in the next stage. Hmm?
and then by
Nice.
that time I was going insane because I managed the whole secretary role as well being a host, and I also started my Tucky time, so I was like really caught up in everything, and I'm like, shite. And one day I
Mhm.
actually talked to our favorite fish stick saying, hey, do you have any experience in anything like this? Because I want to take you on the show. And that was basically, nobody else said anything. I'm just like, he's here, gonna help me. Otherwise, I'm gonna kill everyone. And yeah, then Heel came along.
Mhm.
Can I say something before he comes up on here?
Yes.
Whenever he got introduced into the show, I was like, oh boy, a new person, new people. He's British too. but
Hey,
but
Technically,
he's
he's
like
Welsh.
he's somewhat like
Welsh.
me.
Yes.
Well, he's Welsh, but he's somewhat like me. We've had military experience and all that, and we've kind of gotten a little closer over time. And it's just like, where the fuck have you been?
Mhm.
So
Well, the thing with Heel Musician is his first debut on the show was actually as a guest, and if I remember correctly, wasn't in our episode
Yeah.
on Phantom Touch.
it
Yes,
It was, yes.
And
Yes.
the
And
victim
now-
co-guest whatever was Mismatch.
Mhm.
Who actually
Yes.
felt very strange after that. So though. But actually right now you have to scoot a seat again.
That is
Yes,
right. I
Ren.
do. I can take my proper
And-
seat over here.
Oh, and I'll change into my
But yes,
proper avatar.
over time, he
Yes,
was
because
originally
that
a
one-
questie like us too. He was a questie
Mhm.
like us too. But now
Back in
he's
the
a
old days when
PC
we were all
That
full
questie.
avatar,
body.
with that avatar. Wait, don't change yet though. Just keep seated
No,
because
don't.
you
Stay seated.
you're not supposed to change yet.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to stand
You
on
know,
the table
okay,
and show off
Back
my
in the
cheap
old
ass full
days
body.
when we started this,
Ye-
we were all actually questies. The only
Yes.
computer that was on stage was actually the camera recording it all.
Yes.
Well, no,
and as
no,
you know, we had
did.
no. The first show was Ren's camera.
Mhm.
Yes, but then later on, you know what? Come on, Healed. Come on.
Come in
Come
here,
on.
David Fish
do you
Stick.
want
We
me to
just got
stay at the side, or-
sidetracked.
See his OG avatar.
Is
Yes.
OG.
The irony is,
No, actually-
I've been sitting in this spot ever since we started. Even when I
Yes,
came on
you
as a
have.
guest,
Yeah.
I sat in this very same spot.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's always been Ren's camera recording. There were one time where we had like somebody in that want to record for us, and all we got was like, "You need to finish. Are you done yet? How
Our
long is
very
this gonna
first
take? I have other stuff to
cameraman.
do."
We hired a not an editor but an actual cameraman to run the cameras so they could do the dynamic shoots and stuff like that. And he said, "Oh
He was
yeah,
there
I
for
have
20
experience
minutes.
running cameras in VR and stuff like that. I've done certain type of YouTubers and stuff." What we were waiting for an hour for him to get his camera up and running. I don't think we actually never even used the footage from that either.
No,
And it
because
was
he was
so
here like
bad.
20 minutes and such. The
Mhm.
bad attitude and just saying,
Mhm.
"Hey, you know what? I have more important stuff to do. You take care of Burnt." And we're just sitting here
Yeah,
like,
one episode.
"The fuck just
Just-
happened?"
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah,
I think
it wasn't pretty.
it
No,
it
definitely
wasn't
not
pretty.
No.
Yeah.
I think the only one that really worked out the best is when we hired our second person, which was a cameraman and editor, and he did an amazing job. And a lot
He
of the
did.
shows
Yes,
were
he
actually
did.
taken by him. That was Angel Icanari when he was our editor and
Yeah.
cameraman, and
Mhm.
before he
was.
decided to launch his own venture. Which
Yeah.
is going great, God. It's amazing. If you're looking for a great experience, definitely check out his thing. But
Yes, good
yeah,
advice.
he started out here as an editor and a cameraman, and crap, it was quite a few shows that
It was.
he had filmed for us.
Yes.
Yep.
And
Good
edited.
number.
And edited, yeah. That too.
Yeah.
It was great. We had some hiccups down the line, and I think you guys already experienced that a little bit. One show didn't get edited the right way. It was lacking a bit, and we had to like switch
Well-
up the whole dynamic.
A lot of it too was unfortunately, especially was past sponsors stuff like that. We definitely had a lot of tensions
Yeah.
that were literally brought up by that. A lot of drama and tensions that were actually needlessly brought up by that sponsor.
But
So
those
that should have been
problems have passed. Those
Mhm.
problems have passed, and
Mhm.
we've moved forward
But
from
we're
them.
we're forgetting a very important one. Unfortunately, she couldn't join us
Oh.
today. Jade, the Patreon of Bali.
The Patreon
yes.
of
Play the tune.
Volley.
Played a tune. Exactly. She was also part of almost the start. I think she was on before Rossi even came on. I think.
Yes,
I
she
am
came
not
in
sure.
one
Mhm.
episode before Rozzy did. That's whenever me and her
Yeah.
had the discussion about crayons tasted better than crackers.
Yes.
Yes. That is
Uh-huh.
You know
still
what?
not.
You know what? We gotta put a pin. Please tell the origins of the crayon. IRL. Tell the
Okay.
origins of how you like crayons.
Yes.
Okay.
Story
This
time.
was way back in the day before I even met Toki. I was in the military, and we were known as the crayon eaters. If you know what that is, congratulations, you're old enough to remember the damn joke. But it was like one late night. This is back when I was working at the vape shop, and I woke up like stupid early. I got really hungry, and I used to have this like dresser drawer / cubby thing behind my bed that I used to keep like snacks and all that, food, drinks, and all that. And I was so tired. I grabbed the wrong little cubby, pulled out a box of crayons, and I literally just started munching down on a crayon. I didn't even know what the hell it was. And I turned on my light for like 2 seconds, looked at the crayon. It was a red crayon.
Cherry
Sat
flavor.
there for an extra 2 minutes, still like half asleep, and then finished it.
Actually, you bought a new pack
Yes, I bought a new pack
for
of
some
crayons.
time ago. And guess what? You did the exact same thing. The red
Same
crayon
thing.
went down the hatchet.
Oh dear.
Hence why,
Therefore,
if you ever see him out, if you want to make him happy, give him a red crayon.
yes.
The funny thing is, with my new job, we actually, since it's now part of my job too, I'm a busser for a restaurant, and they look at me as like, hey, we need to get these coloring books all together with the crayons, and I just looked over at them and was like,
Yummy.
Num num.
snack.
I swear to God, if you start eating that on a regular basis, you're gonna poop red.
I tell you what, though, we have
This is great
come
big
a
wax
long,
bud
long
falls out.
way.
We have. And
A
you
lot
guys
of
remember when
reiterations.
when we started the whole Vox Media sponsorship, which didn't go very well, we actually came across some of the old staff there, and somebody who stuck by us through thick and thin is actually Mina. So
Yep.
Mina, if you want to join us, from behind.
When she was actually a guest on the show too. In fact, it was on our
Yes.
first live.
It was our meet and greet
broadcast.
when we had a live audience.
Yeah, the meet and
Yes.
That's right,
greet,
yeah,
and we had to try everything to get her in front of the camera because she was so camera. She was like, no, no, no.
And yet
now
she
look at
became
her.
a
Yeah,
very,
'cause he also had-
very
he also had
like
someone else.
prominent guest.
Mm-hmm.
Almost co-host. She stayed
Mm-hmm.
actually basically through the whole thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
Well, it wasn't
And
too long after that you guys decided. In fact, it's going to be having a little bit of a thing with what's coming here in the future as far as the channel is concerned. But that's
Mhm.
when you decided to branch off to and add another show to the line, which was
Yeah,
Suffice It
because
for
I was
Females.
looking at the
Exactly.
analysis of people watching the show, like what could we do to improve, and I noticed
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
we had quite a low majority of female viewers. So I thought, okay, how can we improve that? So
Mhm.
I brought up the idea of having an
Girls
all
only.
female cast for a sideshow.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Girls Gone Wild.
Oh, it is.
But before that happened,
girls out
Ren
west.
all of a sudden changed his look,
My look?
Ah, yes.
and
Yes.
we're gonna see that. Ta-da!
Yeah, that's when I transitioned into this. I decided to become a little bit more formal, literally look more like a talk show host instead of, the captain with his hat and literally a sleeveless shirt. I mean, you have to admit, I look kind of cringe on camera. I admit it to you. I look cringe.
Ren, if we go back to the public world that we've made and rewatch most of the videos that are playing in that world,
Mhm.
I look like I'm completely freaking retarded. You look
Well, you
better than
still
I
do,
did
honey.
when I'm...
You still, I was about to say,
Because
you
your
still
quills
do
are
with your
going
eyes.
through your head.
Yes.
And your eyes, you got one looking that way and the other looking that way.
You're looking at one and talking at the same time.
Yeah, I can't tell which I'd look
Too
at.
many crayons.
Well,
Anyways,
when that happened and Mina joined the show, both you and I got upgraded. So I had to say
Yes.
goodbye to this old gal, and I become this. Ta-da! Cookie 2.0, created by Mina. Well, retextured, revamped. Look at my cool little paws! On my nose! Oh,
Teeny
my
paws.
paws.
Teeny
My
schnoz.
brains!
Teeny
My
teenies.
brains! You're cute.
I thought you had a brain
And
fart moment
as
then.
I got upgraded, you might notice that why is she not wearing clothes? But that came later on, but just for safety measures, let's put them on.
So I've noticed, like, when the show first starts, outside of me, which has always been a civilized wolf, pretty much all the rest of the crew are nudists.
No, as long as you have fur, you're not nude.
Does that count?
Close enough, yes.
Maybe.
Well, honey, we got to remember one
Yes.
thing. I wasn't the next one to change.
It was Rossi.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
Rosie.
to change.
No, that's
Mhm.
true. So he went
It
from
was
that
me.
bean into
Actually,
The bird.
as you all know me today.
yes.
Nice.
Wait, me and Healed were the last ones to ever get a change.
Yeah, because actually then,
Yeah.
Mina
That's
actually
true.
made her own avatar for the Triple Fs as a debut.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yes.
you did. So Mina, please do show one.
And then
Because of these
lovely-
freaks,
She'd be
I
wearing
became
the
a boy.
Adidas.
Woohoo!
She'd be
She
wearing
Don't
became
the
part
worry,
of
Mina,
this
I
Change her
led you
whole
down that
perspective of
path
life.
too.
Because
And
my
all
first
because of
avatar
me.
that I was in was
Could you-
a red and black Vexium, but that one got taken down, so I had to make my own.
North.
And that's the one you use on the Feisty Furry Females, too, isn't it?
Yes.
It was
I
actually
changed.
Ion, then it
Well,
was me.
Yeah,
Mhm,
but
that's
before
true.
that, Mina gave me a different upgrade. Because, of course, my safe. Oh, it is the same size. Nice.
That's what
And
she
I
said.
sent her some stuff that I found and then become demon.
Demon Mama.
The now infamous Demon Moan.
Did
Demon
you
Mommy.
just say demon moan?
You know what? I caught that as well.
Just
Oh, shit. See, you made me lose my clothes. God damn it.
I thought that was Iron's job.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But-
And yeah, bippity boppity boo.
yes. And then I got the update. But unfortunately, if you can see off to my arm, I also have the Ferality Pass, thanks to Mina over here, who recreated my entire avatar. I'm slightly taller, a little bit
Yes.
And
chunkier.
fatter.
You have a
Goofier.
crayon.
I went from no weapon to this.
Once we
God
can get it
forbid
out
what
of
he
his
uses it
mouth.
So whenever Healed messes up, I don't have to get off my seat, so I can just go over there and go
It
bonk.
smells funny. Okay.
That and still my favorite asset. And my favorite asset that she put on this avatar, which was a kind of like a special request, was this. I know you really
The bow
can't see
tie.
it,
The
but it's a
dicky. He's got
tiny
a
little
dicky.
bow tie.
That's literally what it's called, a
Different
dicky
Foldy
bow
has to
tie.
languages.
get dressed up.
Yeah, we call it a dicky. A dicky bow tie.
Hmm.
But
Nothing
soon,
rude.
I will be getting another update. Soon, I will be getting another update thanks to Mina. All
They're
these
gonna have hail.
feathers, all these feathers are going to be gone, so I don't look like this every time I scrunch down.
No,
my feathers come
it's
out
more
of
like
my
we're gonna
head.
comb it out. We're gonna comb out your feathers and make it
we're-
into hail.
Fair
Yes.
enough. We're just gonna go. We're gonna go. Pimp name slip back all the way back.
Don't say shit like that when I'm drinking.
So does that mean you're gonna?
Oh god. Oh, that Diet Pep has
But
come out the
yes.
nose.
But yes, at this point, and then yes, Mina.
I just was. Can I say something before you get to Heal's transformation?
Hmm.
I just wanted to say thank you to all of you because, to be honest, I wouldn't be where I am today without all of you. I wouldn't have a family that cares about me. I wouldn't be doing avatars as much as I do now. I just want to say thank you, and I love y'all.
Kiss ass.
Same thing he did.
You're
Do
gonna
you
make
need a hug,
cookies, right?
Chucky? I'll give you
English. You're hugging her crotch.
Oh.
Mama said, Mama said, my mama said, Mama said, that.
Mama said,
Mama said, that.
Mama
My mama said.
Mama said, gotta get your orange, get your iron teeth and no toothbrush.
Also, for Heal, so I want to do it this way. Bippity boppity bam.
Ah!
Yee!
Hey, I'm back to my normal self.
Yes. And
But we
that's
also have to give a
basically
thank you. But we do have to give a thank you to JoJo, the creator of
JoJo
the
Fries.
the creator
of my
of
original
the fish.
avatar.
Hmm.
She
And of
gave
the
us
textures
the
that I
asset
used
to it.
for that.
Yes.
Yes.
I would personally like to thank JoJo for giving me the assets for the original Shark avatar for Mina to use.
Yes. I think you
But
probably
I
also have
guess-
noticed,
Continue.
if
hon.
I may, is that some of us had caught on to some catchphrases. Probably mostly heard mine. We still didn't have a counter in the corner like saying, "Oh, she did it again. She did it again."
That
But
would
if
be
you all
funny.
remember them, or if you don't, here they are again. For fuck's sake, Ren. Really, Rossi? Really? Honey, I love you, but shut the fuck up. I am surrounded by imbeciles. I will drop kick you into next week.
Kinky.
Exactly.
Don't threaten
And
me
then
with a good
Mina
time.
trying to steal my seat.
Mm.
Which others have ventured into doing.
You know what? I just
Oh,
want to
honey, you
say
can
for
sit
the
in my lap
record,
if I
I'm
sit in the
glad
chair.
I edited that because that was funny.
makes me.
I'm glad I edited that episode.
I also kind of wonder.
Seriously?
When are you
Seriously?
gonna use the pins that I made? Like I made like a lot of pins and you never used them.
Oh, we'll have to get those
That
up on the
was-
store.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to do that.
Mhm.
But they were actually
You
for
can make them
members
into
only
stickers.
exclusive.
All right.
Yeah. But yes, feisty fur females came along after Tookie time. Rossi came. I am gonna say it, and you're gonna reply on it. Rossi came in between. Come on. Exactly. And yeah, the studio grew, the guests
Mm-hmm.
grew. We had TikTokers, we had YouTubers, we had movie makers, believe it or not.
We've had
And
movie makers, we've had game developers, we've had artists galore.
exactly. Basically all kind of content creators, we had them on the show. We had sad stories, we had good stories. We ventured into the 6873 on the streets, followed by After Dark. And
Yeah.
man, we're growing and we couldn't have done it without you guys out there. I swear to God, we couldn't. Like, we might not have
Yes.
the biggest followings, but we definitely have the best.
Exactly.
yes.
That's for
Yes.
goddamn sure.
You're simply the best.
And willing to sit there and watch me run towards the camera saying potatoes.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
like we
it's kind of
said,
funny
it's-
too.
Hmm?
Oh, anyone who says that doing a YouTube channel is easy,
Ah, no.
got another
no.
thing coming.
Yeah. Whoever says running a
First of
YouTube
all,
channel is easy, they are lying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There's a
no,
lot of
first
stuff
of
going
all-
on behind the
cats.
scenes.
Yes, I was actually about to say that. I was about to say that. First of all, lock up your goddamn animals if you're gonna record a show.
Oh,
Rule
Very
number
important.
1.
Lock up the animals. So, as also, we forgot to mention a change about your avatar. Honey, do the eye thing.
Oh yeah, his eyes can straighten. He looks normal now.
I can see normal.
Emphasis
Until
I
on
can
you
see
normal.
pack a
clearly
crayon.
now.
I can see
Yeah,
clearly
that-
now.
it
There,
happens.
Pear's got nope.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Also, I
Oh,
got
and
big
you
one.
probably yes. Also, you see this big, beautiful Rexium. It actually Mina named it a Void Rex. Or
Yes,
Void
I made a
Rexium.
series of them.
Yes, and they are free. You can go in and you can find them, or you can find Mina and clone them off her. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, that's also.
I
Yes.
have to say this because the horns are by Luno. I forgive me if I pronounce this incorrectly. Luno Y, and the wings are by what was that creator's name? I forgot the other creator's name. Oh, can I put it?
It's
Can we put
okay.
it into like description below?
Yeah.
Well, you know-
Mhm.
Everything,
we can do
everything
that.
about Mina's avatar will be in the description below. Also, if you want, like,
Oh,
bye, bish.
okay, bye.
And that's why they
She went poof.
call it a void dragon. They go poof.
You see, dragons are magical. They just go.
And that is why you should never go chasing dragons.
I tell you what, right? That is the one thing with Mina. When she's like that, I can't tell if she's laughing or crying.
All right, everyone.
Tucky's
We
broken.
broke Togi. All right,
I'm the
everyone.
voting bag again.
This is Ion, and I guess this is the end of the
That's a first.
episode. Well,
That's a first.
we hope to we've had an amazing journey. We've had a really amazing journey from where we started, from our catastrophes to updates to all of us. But
Yes.
honestly, this is only the beginning of the journey.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, there
Yeah,
is
when-
going to be a lot of revamps and changes here coming fairly shortly. We will be getting a whole new stage. There will be a lot of big changes to the channel itself.
Yeah.
So we're basically going to be reworking the whole channel here pretty quick. It's going to be a completely different creature. So stay with us. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We do definitely want to thank our viewers. Thank you so much. Thank you to our
Yes.
Patreons. You keep the lights on. We literally cannot do this show without our Patreons. And if you would like to
Exactly.
become one of our patrons, the links will be down in the description below. It's only $1 a month. Please
$1.
become a patron of our show.
Yeah.
And we do have a merchandise store. Check that out. We've got a lot of cool products on there. Thank you to our sponsors, including Lone Paw Coffee. And if no one else has anything to say, I think we
Well,
will end
also
it
go
here.
in and check-
Oh, yes.
check out our Discord. Also, we're gonna start out our Instagram. Actually, where you see a lot of new pictures and content. And of course, we have the TikTok where basically we do stupid shit, but it's fun to watch. So, and
Yes.
thank you to all our potato chips. We really love you guys. We really do.
We
So,
wouldn't be here without you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
take care and lots of love.
I
From
got
the
something to say.
6873. Yes, you do.
Yes, we have words of wisdom.
Yes. Words of wisdom from Rossi. Always trust people who like big butts because they cannot lie.
Oh my god.
Really, Wuzzy?
No, no,
Really,
no!
Wuzzy?
It's okay. You can do that. Don't make money anymore. Anyway.
But yes.
Bye.
Bye. That's what it's all about. Shake that tail.
There.
There you go.